Hello, welcome to Recoil Gaming Exploits, and these are the 5 awesome games of 2014. And as with the shite games of 2014, these are only from games that I have played. So there may be better games out there, but as of games that I have played and have had experience with, these are the ones that are my favourite of this entire year, and I play all the fucking time. So let's go.
Number 5.
Insurgency. Now, this game is incredible. It is a standard FPS online competitive multiplayer game, but it's based off Counter-Strike. It was originally a mod and has now become its own standalone game, which they built from scratch. It's amazing. It's amazing. They've got updates all the time. It has full Steam Workshop integration, so you can download skins for your weapons and stuff, and your characters, and all sorts of little things like that. Plus the fact that it's got all the accuracy. It feels like Counter-Strike in a way, except you've now got sprinting and ADS, and there's different objectives. The teams are a lot bigger and the maps are huge. I mean, it's known for its push game mode, which was the original game mode in the mod, where you have both teams start off. You've got 3 to 4 flags, and you got to capture the flags in sequence, and you spawn in waves. So say you're defending a flag and the team is coming at you and you kill that team. Well, they'll have to wait until their wave can spawn again before they can respawn. And it keeps going like that until they push you back. And you have to push the other team all the way back to their final flag, or wipe out their team in enough time. You get a certain amount of waves, so you only get a set amount of attempts to capture all of the flags, or most of the flags. And it ends up building front lines across the map, so you actually get full-on firefights and full flanking maneuvers and stuff. And it's perfect. It's an amazing game mode, and it's probably the best online competitive multiplayer game mode I've ever played for actually presenting what a real firefight might be like. Plus the fact that bullets are scary. This is one of the only games I've ever played where bullets are scary. You are absolutely scared whenever you hear a gunfire. You can be absolutely silent for like not very long, like 10 seconds. You hear a gun go off and you hit the deck and shit your pants. The deaths come so quick, but it works both ways. It's incredible. The balancing is absolutely spot on. This is probably one of the best FPS games I've ever played, and it needs far more attention than what it's getting. It's amazing.
Number 4.
Okay, so Toy Box Turbos, otherwise known as Micro Machines. Now, if you have seen my videos on Toy Box Turbos before, then you'll know that I absolutely love this game, and I couldn't stress how much I loved it. It's amazing. If you ever played Micro Machines years ago in any iteration, I'm talking all the 3D ones from the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 era, all the way back to Micro Machines V2 on the Mega Drive and the original game, it's got it all. It's incredible. The only thing it's missing is the classic characters like Spider and all the rest of it, but it has the core game. The core game is amazing. I hope they make some DLC for it. I know it's weird, DLC. I hope there's DLC coming out for it, because I want more tracks to race on. It's a shame it doesn't have a track editor, but I've never seen any kind of reboot that's managed to capture the essence of the original game so well, and also show the game off throughout its entire legacy, just through the fact of having 2 different camera views. It changed the game up so much, and it's just the perfect reboot or remaster I've ever played in my life. It's so incredibly spot on. All they've done is tighten the controls a bit, make the cars a bit more grippy, a bit more physics based as well, and it's still as fun as it was when I was a child. Also, Thor's hammer, isn't it? Need I say more?
Number 3.
There was a time where TV or movie adaptations were sacrilegious. If you saw a TV or movie adaptation, you would avoid it like the bubonic plague. And then South Park Stick of Truth was released. I don't know what it was, but as soon as Stick of Truth came out, all of the adaptations I've played since have been pitch perfect. Obsidian Entertainment set the bar with Stick of Truth, and now everyone else has to follow. So anyone else making a TV or movie adaptation from now on has to reach that pinnacle. So they've done something really special. They managed to capture the essence of the show at its core. This is literally like playing a episode or movie of South Park. It's like a whole series in here. It's like an entire TV series of South Park, all based within a Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones type setting, so it's a fantasy RPG. It works like Final Fantasy VII in the combat, and the characters spawn. They got all the people doing all of the voices for every character. It's got a great story, and it's one of the funniest games I've ever played in my entire life. It's unsurprising. It's South Park, and you can take a dump and throw your shit at someone's face. It's just amazing.
Number 2.
This War of Mine. Now, there may or may not be a This War of Mine video uploaded as of yet, but if there isn't, then there's one coming. In fact, there's an entire series coming. I've started this from scratch. I literally started the series. Episode 1 is the first time I loaded up the game, and I have been struggling to keep my hard drive space down because I'm actually reaching the limit of my hard drive space, and I keep having to edit things just so I can delete files to make more space for more recordings of this game, because unfortunately the only bad thing that I can say about this game is the fact that it only has one save. You can only save one game at a time, and it's auto-saved. So once you're in a game, you're locked in, which means that to record a series of this, I can't play it unless I'm recording at the moment. And I can't record unless I have the hard drive space, so I'm having to eke it out, and it is making me want to pull my own hair out. It's incredible. It's one of the best survival games I've ever played. It has stealth elements, it has full-on combat, it has scavenging, it's got a day-night cycle. During the day, you're reinforcing your defences, you're making sure that your people are fed and well rested, and you deal with random events. Some people need your help outside of your sanctuary, outside of your home, and then at night you go scavenging, and you can go either just to abandoned places and search through the rubble, or you can go to anywhere between hotels, brothels, warehouses, the lot. There's bandits in the game, there's friendly people in the game, there's all sorts of people. Everything you do in the game actually has an emotional effect on every character in your base. So if you kill someone for their stuff and they're an innocent person or they're a good person, the entire group feels that, and they can get depressed, they can become broken people, and then you have to try and cheer them up before they commit suicide on you. People can randomly get so depressed that they just leave the sanctuary of your base and are never to be seen again. It's amazing. I mean, you have to deal with wounded people, treat them as well, so you need antibiotics, you need bandages, you need to have food, water. You can trade with other people in the game and the military. You can give the military like booze and cigarettes, and they'll give you like guns and ammo in exchange to defend yourselves with. So when you go scavenging at night, you can get raided as well, so you can come back and find someone dead and half your stuff gone, and it's all randomised. It's all randomised all the time. You can start a game and you'll have a different set of characters, or certain characters will start off ill, or you'll be in the winter. It's incredible. And I can see myself playing through this multiple times. I haven't even finished my first playthrough. This nearly was my number 1. It is that good, and it isn't that expensive. If you have Steam, you have no excuse. Buy this game. It's an incredible experience.
Number 1.
Alien Isolation. It had to be. It had to be Alien Isolation. I have never been so scared of any form of entertainment in my life ever. Period. Full stop. Exclamation point. There's not been a single film that has scared me this much. There's not been a game that has scared me this much in my entire life. And I know that some people can deal with it better than I can. I can't. This scares the crap out of me. It really does. It does what it intends to do. It builds up a level of suspense, and then does you with a jump scare that you cannot predict because it's not scripted. And I think that's how horror games should be, because otherwise, I mean, everyone knows where that dog is in Resident Evil. And on your second playthrough of any horror game, you might as well not be playing it, because you know what to expect in every single area you go. On this, you might know when the alien's going to come to a certain area in the game due to a certain scripted point, but you don't know when it's actually going to attack you. When you enter an area with an alien in, you don't know how that particular situation is going to play out. I'm still really early in the game, but I'm giving it my game of the year 2014 because I've never been so scared on a game in my life. It's an experience I didn't expect. I didn't expect this game to be that good. It was a lovely surprise, and it's the only game that I know that has managed to capture the essence of the alien being a blender of a 5-foot radius around it. If anything goes anywhere near it, it's a killing machine. It meat grinds. It's a meat grinder. Aliens are supposed to be scary, they're supposed to be lethal, they're supposed to be the most vicious killing machine in the entire universe, and this captures that. I'm sure that there's probably some points where people have had glitches and the alien's been a bit stupid, but I've never felt defenseless on a game. Never have I felt defenceless, and this has made me feel defenceless in a game, and that's amazing. So, Alien Isolation wins the RGE Most Awesome Game of 2014 award. Congratulations, Creative Assembly and Sega. Thanks for making such a great Alien game. It's been needed for many years now, so thank you very much for that. I will still be playing that for a long time. It's been a bit of a surprising year. Had a lot of ups and downs. We've had microtransactions, we've had broken, buggy games, but we've had some golden games in the middle of it. And I'll tell you one thing, if you haven't played any of these games in this list, if you can, then please try them out. I highly recommend them. I can't recommend them enough. But yeah, thank you for watching Recoil Game Exploits. Do that stuff that every other channel tells you to do. I hope you have a great Christmas, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.